Using the extra long foundation brush, I'm going to go in with the Honey Glow bronzer and just dust Meg where the sun would naturally hit her face. So we're going to go in the forehead, along the cheekbones, along the jawline, and just give her that natural sun-kissed look from the sun. You can always use your lid to dust off any extra. Also, don't forget the neck area. A lot of women are much lighter right here than they are on their face and their décolleté. We want to make sure we bronze up that area in their neck. Using the foundation brush in Hibiscus, I'm going to go in with a neutral blush color for Meg. Dust it right along the cheekbones. If you want the face to look a little thinner, you can start further back in the cheekbone. If you want the face to look a little longer, you can pull it down right here. My rounder faces, I pull up in the cheekbone. My longer faces, I really concentrate the blush right there in the apples of the cheeks. The Hibiscus for Meg is her natural blush color. It just is a really pretty soft. It would pretty much go with any look. I'm going to go back in with Coral on top of that Hibiscus with the foundation brush and pop just kind of a pop of color right there on her apples. I really like to mix a warm and a cool. It just gives that natural finish. Again, pulling upward. Now I'm going to conceal the tops of her lids. You can see that there's a purple undertone, a little bit of discoloration. I really just want to brighten that up. I'm using the neutral concealing stick for this. I like to do this right before I apply the eyeshadow. Again, you don't want to forget right in the interior. There's always a little bit of extra darkness right there. We just want to get that nice and concealed. The matte mocha eyeshadow is a really pretty just go-to to create a little depth into the eye. I'm using the crease brush with that. This is nice because it fits right literally in the crease of the eye. You just blend it right on in there and pull it in. If you want a more smoky look, you can pull it further in. For this daytime look, we want to keep it nice and light. And blending is so important, so we want to just blend, blend, blend. The beauty of this eyeshadow is it's so soft and blendable. Even if you get a little too much on the lid, just keep blending it and it will all come together nicely. I also like to take the concealing stick and go right under the brow bone. What this does is it just gives a little extra definition and helps it look nice and clean. Using my foundation brush, I'm going to clean it up. It almost gives a natural highlighted look without using a highlight under there. Using the seashell and the eyeshadow brush, I'm going to go right along the lower lid and give that champagne pop of color. It's a nice neutral, not too warm, not too cool. Goes nicely with most skin tones. For a daytime look with liner, you can always go on top of the lid or you can line right along the waterline. Are we going to be okay with that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so go ahead and look down for me. You want to take the liner and just line right along the lash line. This makes the lashes look longer without noticeably wearing an eyeliner. Love the organic mascara. This really gives a lot of definition and length, and most importantly, it's not bad for us. You can apply this on the tops of the lashes and on the bottom, and that gives kind of a false lash effect. And you'll look straight ahead for me, and you want to get the bottom lashes. If you get a little bit underneath the eye, that's totally okay. We're going to go back and clean it up with our brush. If you're applying this to yourself, you can always hold your mirror down and have a mirror that tilts. That way you can kind of get right on top of your lash on your own lashes as well. For Meg's brows, suede is a really pretty color for blondes. Soft is good for brows. I really like a soft brow, but if you want a little bit more drama, just add more color. At the very end, I like to take the blending sponge, dip it right in the dry powder, and dab it right on the face. It gives that really pretty flawless airbrush finish and also helps set the makeup. You could give her extra coverage where she feels she needs it. This can be used dry or wet. course, we don't want to forget our hydrating mineral setting spray. So go ahead and close. And that completes our fresh daytime look.